from my perspective, one of the things that I thought was really bizarre about GIPW was like Don Kester's weird obsession with the Unchained thing. I thought that that was one of the biggest wastes of time. I thought it was so fucking weird. And him and Ace Haven are fighting over this Unchained thing. And I've got it. I've got a lawyer that sent you a letter and all this stuff about, I mean, frankly, a term that, one, how could you possibly trademark a thing that was part of a prominent movie? It just seems so weird to me. And it seemed like Don Kester, and this is just my like outsider perspective, it seemed like he was focused on everything except for the things that made sense to focus on when it came to running and promoting a wrestling promotion. Or like, or was there supposed to be some tactic behind it? Like, oh, all publicity is good publicity. So if I get us this attention, we're going to have people come in. Like, just knowing Don, because you know him better than I do, what do you think was in his mind when he was doing all of that stuff, all the Unchained stuff and the rest of it?
Okay, so the thing was that was a concept that we were running from the beginning. Like our first show, we did the Unchained match. And after doing it a few years, then other people started picking up, like Wrestle America wanted to
Yeah.
run an Unchained. And they actually wanted to do it in February, which was our anniversary month when we always did Unchained in February. So Wrestle America was going to do it, and he reached out to George Lambert and was like, "Hey, we don't want people to get confused. You're running a show, and then we're running a show 2 weeks later. It's the same name. Would you mind changing it?" And George was cool with it. He changed it to Unleashed or something like that, but still ran the match. And
Mm-hmm.
and then I think the thing with Pro South happened where they decided they were going to do it too. And he was just like, "Oh, I don't want people using this name. I'm going to get it copyrighted." Which is wild because it's not even a concept he came up with.
Oh wow. Who
Yeah,
came up with the concept? Do you know?
I have to give credit where it's due. The concept was created by Owen Parker.
Oh wow.
Yep. And I believe he's the one who actually got Wrestle America to start doing it.
Hmm.
Huh.
So do you
And
feel
then of
like
course,
Don was focusing too much on that stuff, or do you just think like GIPW was just sort of doomed to fail? Like when you kind of parted ways with owning it in 2022, did you just know did you just know it was inevitably not going to make it, or did you think, oh, there's a chance that Don can make it go? Like, what was your overall impression in 2022 down to when it finally like stopped running?
No, I definitely didn't want to see it go under, and I was hoping he could bring it back. But it honestly seemed like he wasn't doing a lot of promotion like he should have been.
Yeah.
Because even for this last show, he took a month off in January. He could have been promoting that whole time. But
Yeah.
I didn't see
hmm
a flyer for that January February show until the week of.
Yeah.
And speaking of Ace Haven, I heard those flyers were a shot at Ace Haven.
Oh, because of the king and the throne thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I kind of see it now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
Getting into
feud.
pissing contest with Ace wasn't a real good idea. Because he's
No,
just gonna
like
say "fuck you," you know.
yeah, you're feuding with the guy who's in Piedmont, Alabama. Like, what's I don't like. Okay,
And,
so
and then the thing with the copyright, it's only the show name. Like they could still run
Uh-huh.
the match. He couldn't copyright the rules of the match or the match itself. It's just the show name. And his gripe was that he reached out to Ace and was like, hey, I own the show name Unchained. You can't use it. And he was like, I'm using it anyway.
Right. And I had heard at some point that there was an agreement that Pro South could use it as long as they would give GIPW credit. And they felt like they didn't give GIPW enough mentions or credit the first time that they did it, or something like that.
That's
And
right.
I remember thinking,
No, that's
like,
true.
and I go, like, we have to give more mentions to the 20 people watching a stream. I was just like, I just found the whole thing so weird. I guess because I wouldn't want to use somebody else's name for something anyway. My thing would just be like, I'll just come up with my own. It'll probably be better. Again, it felt very indie wrestling.